All right, Shalom. Shalom to the elect of Israel, whoever you might be out there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakha, Kwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to the 140 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Badal from the GMS Denver camp doing another lesson. And as you see right here in this picture, all right, computer generated, but it shows a depiction of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. But the point is that their shirt says something very important. All right, NWO, New World Order. Now, this is something that we talk about quite often here at Great Millstone because it's very real. Okay. And though these guys right here that you see on the screen are merely puppets for the elites, all right, the true controllers of this society, all right, the unnamed persons that are behind the scenes manipulating these public figures, all right, they're trying to bring forth a new world order. And we understand this according to prophecy, all right. They put it all in the movies and books and whatnot, right in your face. But we understand that this is the truth through prophecy. They're going to try to bring forth a new infrastructure to the entire world. And Esau, Edom being the head of that new world order, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of, all right, he has to make moves to bring this into play before it's all said and done with. All right, they have to try to bring forth this new system, the beast system, as the scriptures call it, before the nuclear destruction and Yahawashi returns to the earth. All right, Yahawashi being the savior of Israel, man, who they ignorantly call Jesus. They have to bring forth the NWO. Now let's get a real quick precept, and then we'll get into some more information here. All right, real quick, 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. His devices goes into his plots and his schemes. All right, the Lord has made us privy to what this devil is doing behind closed doors. We know this through prophecy. You understand? All right. And we're not ignorant of what they're trying to do. This whole conflict over there in Iran is a catalyst. All right. They're using this as a springboard for their new world order. All right. They're trying to, cause panic and chaos to ensue to get people to bow the knee. All right. They want to bring forth a new system in which people are going to be completely controlled by powers that be. All right. They want to put you in a digital system fitted with an RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And Elon Musk, as you saw in that picture, one of the products that he endorses is what? The Neuralink. And they've been talking about that more and more in these last days. Why? Because it's biblical prophecy, and we're not ignorant of what these devils are doing. We're not ignorant of his plots, schemes, and plans. And the RFID microchip is a literal device. So check that out. We know what's going on, man. All through the power and spirit of Yahawah Bashim Yahushua, he's made our, minds open to see the true reality of what's really happening in the world. And we're making ourselves ready. All right, they're going to bring it, man. And the new world order is going to be brought in with violence. Understand that. But I want to jump to something real quick to further expound on this topic. So I went to the chat. I typed this in. What is the new world order, right? And many people have already heard of this, man. All right. But just in case you didn't, we'll go into it. It says historical political, a phrase used by leaders and writers to describe major shifts in global power structures or the creation of a new international system after big events. All right. Example given post-World War I, post-World War II, or after Cold War. It generally refers to new norms. All right. New normalcies, alliances, institutions, or balances of power shaping international relations. And that's what's going on, man. World conflicts being orchestrated to bring forth a new normal for everybody on the earth. All right. But look, it says right here, conspiracy theory. And that's a term that people use to to try to shame others. All right. Now, there's a lot of wacky conspiracy theories out there, but there's also some that are truly real. All right. Conspiracy, that word conspire means to breathe together. It means, two or more people coming together to deceive or to come together to bring forth a plot or a plan. That's what conspiracy means. Okay. So yeah, man, it's not like some whacked out, bugged out ideology, man. It says a common modern usage refers to an unfounded conspiracy claim that a secretive elite is plotting to create an authoritarian global government that abolishes national sovereignty and individual freedom. They're doing that right now. They're orchestrating it right now. These theories mix selective facts, speculation, and mistrust of institutions. They are not supported by credible evidence. That's a lie. All right. This damn, devil told you that he went to the moon. That's coming out in these last days that was a lie. That's a conspiracy. The whole NASA thing, the footage of the moon landings, they came together to fool the people. That's a conspiracy, man. Amongst many other things. So come on, man. This whole New World Order is not a conspiracy. All right. They put it in movies such as 1984. Why? Because art imitates life. You understand? They're talking about energy lockdowns in these last days. Come on, man. I've done lessons on that. Many brothers have done lessons on the whole new term of energy lockdowns. All right. Carbon footprint. You know what I'm saying? Social credit score. They got that going on right now over there in China, where their people are ranked on a social credit score, man. Cameras everywhere, surveilling everything. All right. A surveillance state. That's look, man, it's actually happening in other parts of the world. So it's not a conspiracy. It's going to come here to America, man. All right. They want to take your rights away and have you completely subject to the elites, man. They're going to limit, things you could buy, because the new digital currency they're going to try to bring forth, which they will, is going to be programmable. They're going to be able to control what you buy, where you buy. All right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be linked to their digital system. They already got it in, set up in place. All they got to do is bring it out, man. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So that's the point on that, man. It's talking about something else right there, but that's the point. Okay. The New World Order. That's what they're going to do according to the scriptures. Let's get the scriptures to talk about this, man. Because we relate everything back to the Bible, man. The words of YAHAWASHI. So here we have the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. It kind of goes into this right here. All right. And the New World Order is synonymous to the beast system. All right. Now let's read this real quick. Revelation 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. What is blasphemy? Going against the Almighty. All right. And that's what these devils do the most. All right. Everything that they do in society goes against YAHAWASHI. All the philosophies and things they push on the people are in rebellion against the Lord, man. All right. America, Babylon the Great being the center of that shit. Now, let's continue. Oh, and it's not talking about an actual, beast. This is a vision that John the Revelator had, and it's symbolic. It's prophetic. You got these, simple Christians that will read this and think it's actually talking about a creature coming out of the ocean. Nah, man. That's just a vision that the Apostle John received on the island of Patmos, amongst many other visions, but it's symbolic to what's going on right now, man. All right, that's talking about a power structure. Okay, the 7 heads, being the nations that are running this beast system. Okay, I believe it's Germania Minor, Germania Major, Spain, France, Britain, Greece, Rome. Okay. Matter of fact, let me pull out the image, because there's an image that we have here at Great Millstone that shows you this. Hold on. Okay, so here is the image right here that I was telling you about. All right, here's the image that we have here at Great Millstone. It shows you this. All right, It says the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. All right. It's NATO. All right. It says the 7 heads are the 7 governments or kingdoms ruled by Esau. All right. You got right here Germania Major, like I said, the Romans, the French, the Spanish, Germania Minor, British, the Greeks. Okay, so yeah, I said them. And you got America on the top of that, man. That's that whore that, rides the beast. Spoken of in Revelation 17 and verse 1. All right. So this is an image that John the Revelator saw, but it's symbolic to what's going on right now in the world, man. All right. It pertains to end time prophecy. All these nations are Edomites, and they have a system that they want to bring forth in these last days. All right. To enslave the entire world. So let's continue on. Just want to give you an understanding of that. All right. So it says, and the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard. Now this is talking about another image of a different beast. Okay. You see? And it says, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. And I saw one of the heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast. Okay. So there you go, man. All the world, all right, followed after the beast. You see? New world order. Think about it. And that head that was wounded to death was talking about the ancient Roman Empire. All right. Well, now we're in the revived Roman Empire. You see? Because that deadly wound was healed, meaning it will be revived, spiritually speaking, in these last days. You see America, all right, their government is patterned after the what? The Roman Empire, man. Look at Washington, D.C. All right, the infrastructure, the buildings, the very fact that they have a Senate, elected officials, that goes back to Rome. Okay? See? So all the nations are wandering after the beast. It says, and they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, and who is able to make war with him? You see what I'm saying? All right. Because that alliance of, those Edomite nations was intimidating, man. Still to this day, America has a very, very powerful military. Don't get it twisted. All right. Understand. And that power was given unto him by YAHAWASHI. All right. For this time. And people were like, man, who can go to war with, this conglomerate of nations? All right. Who can go to war with America, Babylon the Great? That's how the world was thinking. But now, it's being dismantled in these last days as we see America entering into World War III. But verse 5, it says, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. That's what Esau does, man. He blasphemes the Most High. He tells you that, the Most High is a white guy and his son is a white guy named Jesus. That's blasphemy, man. He depicts the angels or the host of heaven as little naked white babies. All right. With their genitals showing. That's blasphemy. You understand? All right. Spewing his madness in the form of modern Christianity, Catholicism, and all that bullshit, man. That's blasphemy against YAHAWASHI. All right. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. Who are the saints? The Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and Israelite foreigners. All right. To overcome them, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him. You see, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb, slain from the foundation of the world. So you see that right here in verse 7, it says, and power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. Esau is running the world right now in wickedness. It tells you about that in Job 9 and verse 24. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. All right. And that's the so-called white man, Esau. That's the reality of it. And all those who bow down and worship this damn devil and his beast system, it's ultimately because they're not of the Lord's elect. All right. And we pray that we're of the Lord's chosen elect. because the elect are not going to bow down to this system that they get ready to bring forth to enslave the entire world. All right, you see, and it's not going to be any freedom of religion. It's not going to be any of that going on, man. No freedom of thought. Okay, you're not going to be able to worship YAHAWASHI in their system. Definitely not. You know what I'm saying? They're going to try to shut us down. You see, they're going to bring forth their RFID microchip. It goes on to explain that in this particular chapter, man. But those who are not the Lord's elect, they're not going to make it, man. They're going to take the chip. They're going to bow down to this system. All right. Verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. I'm going to jump down to the point. All right. Let me jump down right here. Verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. That's talking about America. The 2 horns representing the Democratic and Republican parties, man. All right. They had similar entities in ancient Rome. The plebeians and the patricians. Okay. But they're speaking as a dragon right now. Dragon goes into, draconian laws. Harsh laws are going to be passed here in the near future. That's the damn devil speaking as a dragon. Because, everybody thought this was the land of the free and, you come to America and live a nice, free life. But that's coming to an end, man. All right. All your freedoms and liberties are going to be taken away from you. Martial law being declared. Curfews. Energy lockdowns, as they're saying now. Come on, man. That's them speaking as a dragon. All right. Locking you up for online posts that go against their narratives. You see what I'm saying? That's happening, man. That's them speaking as a dragon. And eventually it's going to be different laws passed to put you to death. All right. Refusal to take the RFID microchip will be punishable by death. Speaking against the government be punishable by death, man. Verse 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, right? The Roman Empire, the ancient Roman Empire, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. You see? And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And that happened in World War II when they introduced those nuclear missiles, man, over there in Japan. All right? You see? And he deceiveth, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. Okay, so they want everybody to bow down to worship their system. The image of the beast goes into their ways of life. All right, their influence. Okay. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. There you go. Speaking as a dragon right there. As I said earlier, if you don't want to conform to the image of these damn devils, you don't want to conform to their ways of life and their ideologies. All right. They're going to, punish people by death, man. Okay. You see? So the very talking points that we have here as the prophets of YAHAWASHI, all right, in the very near future could be made, a criminal offense and punishable by death, man. Coming in the names of Yahweh and YAHAWASHI to lead to jail time and even a death sentence, man. And this is what we got to take into account, especially as we're coming into the Passover season, man. A lot of things change, around this time, man. World events, major shifts take place around this time, man. So understand, all right? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's talking about a physical mark, man. That's the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. All right? And there's many people that already have it, because right now it's voluntary. You got idiots out there getting microchips put in their body to open up their car doors and open up the doors to their house and store cryptocurrency on. But that's going to be made the new norm. All right? You see? All it takes is an event to collapse society, to have people, run to this shit, man. And many will. All right, but not the elect. It says, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So they're going to make it to the point where you're not going to be able to participate in society without bowing the knee to their new world order, their beast system, as it's called in the scriptures. All right, you're going to make it to the point where you're going to be an outcast, man. You're not going to be able to go to the grocery stores to buy food for you and your family. You won't be able to drive a car because, your identity is going to be on this chip, man. Your driver's license, your medical records, so on and so forth. They're trying to consolidate everything into this RFID microchip, man. All right. It's going to track your whereabouts. You're not going to be able to hide. They're going to know everything about you, man. Your vital signs, everything, man. Especially those of you that get that shit in your head, man. That Neuralink, or, they have other different companies that have brain computer interfaces. All right. Not just here in America, man. You got China. They got different brain computer interface technologies, man. Because it's a worldwide thing. It's going to be a worldwide system. All right. And we see this already through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. It says, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. 666, man, which represents, Esau, Edom, and it's, also representative of complete corruption and carnality. All right. And those who are not in the spirit are under the vibration of the beast, man. So this is why we got to make sure that we're moving in the spirit of YAHAWASHI and not moving in the spirit of the world. Because the world is being led to this right here, man. Okay. So this is I just read the whole chapter. Damn. I mean, call Allah YAHAWASHI, but this is going into the New World Order right here in Revelation 13, man. And the major component that's going to be brought forth is the mark of the beast. Now let's go into that real quick. So we must go into this, man, to let our people know what's really going on, man, because this prophecy is getting ready to unfold. All right. In the very near future. As we said, Esau does not have a long time to try to bring forth this beast system, man. And, like I said, it's going to be an introduction to the mark of the beast, which is right here. Let's go into that word mark right here in the Greek. Okay.
Strong's G 5480. Charagma. Charagma.
All right. And we say karagma. All right. But hey, tomato. It still means the same thing. It says a stamp and imprinted mark. So it's a physical thing, man. You got a lot of Israelite groups out there talking about the mark of the beast it's a spiritual mark, man. It's this is that. Nah, man, it's a physical device. Okay. And here at Great Millstone, we've been teaching this, man. Starting with Elder Apostle Tahar on down, that the mark of the beast is a physical mark. It's not a mindset. It's not look, man, it's a physical mark, a device they want to put inside of your body, man. It says of the mark stamped on the forehead. It should be in. All right. Because you have the Neuralink. It's no coincidence that that's a brain chip that goes inside of your brain. All right. Or a right hand of the badge of the followers of the it says antichrist, but anti-Messiah. So you're against the Lord, man, if you receive this, man. Because you're showing your allegiance to Esau and his system over YAHAWASHI. That's what you're doing when you take that RFID microchip. Okay, you're showing your allegiance to the New World Order. You're bound the knee to Esau's system. All right, the mark branded upon horses because they look at you as cattle. Do these 1948ers not call everybody goyim? All right, that's how they look at you, man. As slaves, as cattle, to be branded, to be marked with a chip, to be tracked and traced like cattle. You're nothing more than slaves to them, man. Then carved sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images, and you're really idolizing Esau by taking his chip. All right. So yeah, man, it says, look right here, a scratch or etching, that's physical. A stamp as a badge of servitude or sculptured figure, statue, graven mark. So you're showing your badge of allegiance and servitude to Esau by taking his shit. You're saying that you want to be Esau's slave. You're saying that he's your owner. All right. And the majority of people on the earth are going to take it, man. But the elect, all right, who belong to YAHAWASHI, are going to reject it, even if it means death. Even if it means we have to be martyrs, man. All right. We understand that the Lord controls life and death. And he tells us that if we're faithful unto the end, he will give us a crown of life. Be thou faithful unto death, right? And I will give thee a crown of life, as it tells you in Revelation 2 and verse 10, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get that real quick. So we're not afraid of this new world order, man. All right. We're not going to bow the knee to be a complete fucking slave to Esau in this digital system. Hell nah. Lord willing, he keep his spirit on us, man. YAHAWASHI shall keep his spirit on us to endure. Here's that scripture that I just quoted right here, and it's the Lord YAHAWASHI himself speaking in the red letter. Revelation 2 and verse 10. He says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Because we're going to come into a time of suffering and uncomfortability. That's what we're getting our mind and spirit ready for, man. All right, you can't prepare for this physically. This is a spiritual battle, man. All right. You see, you got to have the spirit of the Lord on you to endure these times. All right, to endure the suffering that's going to come these days. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Who's the devil that's being talked about right here? It's a man on the earth. It's not some, spirit. It's talking about a physical man. All right, who's going to cast people into a physical prison. All right, detention center, concentration camp, death camp, whatever. Re-education centers, all those names. They have them already established. It says, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, all right, tested. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Showing you that the Lord is in control of life and death. All right. And death is nothing more than a transition from your spirit, all right, to another body, man. And when you die, your body goes into the ground, you know what I'm saying, decomposes, but your spirit goes back to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through YAHAWASHI. Understand that, man. Okay? We don't truly die. But many people that don't understand this concept, they're going to do what? They're going to bow the knee because they're going to try to save their life. They think that by submitting to Esau, all right, they're going to preserve their life. You're going to die any damn way. You're going to die a horrible death if you bow the knee to Esau and receive his mark and be incorporated into his beast system. You're going to die a horrible, fiery death, as it tells you in Revelation 14. Let's get that. So here we have Revelation chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 8 and read down. Now it says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. That's the influence that America has on the entire world, man. Now, that's that whore that sitteth upon the beast. You see? All right, Babylon is synonymous to America. And all the nations are wandering after what? The beast. They're wandering after America, man. Now let's go to the next verse. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice. Oh, hold on. Let me go back. Another point I want to make. It says Babylon is falling, meaning this shit is going down, man. All right, America. All right, Babylon the Great does not have much longer. You understand? The Lord is going to destroy this place. So anybody attached to this system, you're going to die right along with it, man. We've already detached from this place, spiritually speaking. All right, we know this is not the end all be all. We know America, Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed, man, in the midst of World War III. So you taking the chip and bowing the knee, it doesn't even make sense, man. This shit is already over. It's been declared from the beginning. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, that RFID microchip, all right, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb being YAHAWASHI. So as we know, YAHAWASHI is returning in the midst of World War III. All right, when things get nuclear, we're going to see YAHAWASHI in the host of heaven overhead to save the elect, all right, out of the coming destruction. See, Lord willing, we're of that number. But those who are not of the elect, those who took the RFID microchip, you Israelites that bow the knee to Esau, you're going to be left down here to be destroyed in that thermonuclear fire in the midst of World War III. You understand? That's what's going to happen. All right? And those that die before the nuclear destruction, the Lord going to raise your ass back up. He's going to raise your spirit back up to be tormented again. All right? So understand that, man. You're not going to escape the judgment. That's the judgment of YAHAWASHI that's coming. For those who cleave unto idols and who have made Esau their God. You know what I'm saying? Because when you take that chip, you're saying you want Esau, the damn devil, the basest of men, the fucking cave beast. You want him to be your God. You want to go to him for all things. You think that he's the end all be all. Well, there's a judgment that comes with that, man, because YAHAWASHI is the end all be all. All right? So, let's get a few more precepts, man. But that's the judgment of those who bow the knee in these times we're coming into, man. Because they're going to bring that shit. Now, I want to get this real quick in the Apocrypha, the book of 1 Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 41. This is the same damn devils, all right, in ancient times, all right, when they were coming as the Greeks. They were calling themselves Greeks back then, all right? And this is when they used violence to try to bring forth a new world order back then. All right, let's check it out, man. There's nothing new under the sun, man. First Maccabees 4, First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. And this dude that I just mentioned, King Antiochus or Antiochus, was a Greek. He's an Edomite. And he wanted everybody to be one people. What? A new world order, a one world government, right? And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. And that's what he wants. He wants everybody to leave off from their religion. He wants everybody to leave off from their ways of life and to be under one banner underneath his way of life, his image, the way he wants things to be ran. That's what Esau's aspiration has been since the ancient times, man. To be like the Most High. He wants to rule the world and control all the people. You see? You know, and they want to do away with religion too, man. Now, we know the other religions are false, such as Islam and Buddhism and all that shit. All right? But these heathen are going to bow the knee and come under this banner, man, as they did in times past. You see? They're going to make things so bad on earth that they're going to leave off from their ways of life and try to, you know, be in accordance with Esau's system. And you're going to have many Israelites that do that too, man. Israelites that are not of the elect. All right? They're going to turn and, you know, bow the knee, man. That's something that we cannot do. Lord willing, we're of that number, man. The elect are not able to bow the knee to Esau because they belong to YAHAWASHI, man. Okay? Yeah, many also of the Israelites, you see, consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath. All right, they turned their back on YAHAWASHI and bowed the knee to Esau back then. We're going to see that happen again today in these last days, man. That's a very despicable thing. All right, this is a very serious ordeal that we're talking about here, man. Because things are going to be so hard in society and so crazy that Israelites that are not rooted in YAHAWASHI and in the faith, they're going to lose faith and bow the knee to try to preserve their life, man, only to be destroyed. All right. So yeah, man, something to be aware of. All right, let's read the next verse 44. It says, for the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they shall follow the strange laws of the land. You see that? They put new laws and legislations in place, and they sent officials to our people, all right, telling them that they had to consent to these new laws. They're going to do the same shit in these last days. All right? We're going to bring forth draconian laws and present it to the people. All right? The main one being the RFID microchip. That's going to be put in the law. Ain't And we just telling you before it happens, man. All right, you ain't gotta believe it, but watch. All right, we know the truth through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, and we're bracing ourselves for this. May the Lord YAHAWASHI keep us, man. And I'm gonna close it with this last verse. This is the book of Job, chapter 5, and verse 12. All right, highly prophetic. It says, "He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise." What is that talking about, man? It's talking about the Lord disappointing the plots, schemes, and plans of Esau, man, and these other heathen that are in conjunction with Esau. All right, because right now all these nations, they're on board with this new world order behind closed doors. All right, all this war talking shit, you know. You know what I'm saying? World War III is being orchestrated, but they're all on board with this new system. They're gonna eventually turn against each other. It's gonna go nuclear, but right now they're on board with this system, man, as prophesied. So a lot of what you see going on in the news, and is a lot of theatrics, man. You know the real truth, you see. But the Lord is gonna disappoint them. Or he's gonna disappoint Esau, Edom, in his new world order. All right, because he wants to lock everybody down, man. You see what I'm saying? He wants to have everybody chipped up and in conformance to his beast system, man. It's not gonna happen. The Lord gonna disappoint it. And how is he gonna do that? By destroying him in the midst of World War III and sending YAHAWASHI back. Okay? He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. That's right, man. The pride of Esau's heart has deceived him. He thought he had it all, locked down, but nah, it ain't gonna work the way he thought it was. Like, the Lord gonna disappoint him. And matter of fact, I gotta bring this one out too, man. I believe it's in Job, the 20th chapter. I gotta bring this one out. All right, I'm gonna get that after I read a few more verses here in Job 5. Salaki, man. Verse 14, it says, "They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night." They're gonna be brought to confusion. All right. "But he saveth the poor from the sword." Who's the poor, man? The Israelites, starting with the elect. "From their mouth and from the hand of the mighty." Who's the mighty? These damn devils, man. They're in their kingdom right now, man. They control the resources. They control your food supply, and they're trying to break that down right now as we speak. Destroying many food processing plants. You see what I'm saying? They're getting ready to orchestrate a famine, a lack of food to make people bow the knee, come to them. We see everything, man, through the spirit of YAHAWASHI. All right? You see, but the Lord is going to cast him down as it is written. Okay? All right, so the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth their mouth. We hope in the Lord, YAHAWASHI. He gonna sustain us in these times. He gonna take care of his elect. When Esau says all the food is gone, you gotta come to him. Yeah, you gotta take an RFID microchip to eat. Nah, we're gonna be like, hey, we good. All right, the Lord got us. We're gonna depend on the Almighty YAHAWASHI. So I gotta bring this out. We're gonna wrap it up. All right, this is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 22. It says, "In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him." And we got to break this down, man. You can't just read this for face value and get the understanding. All right. This is talking about Esau at the height of his new world order being brought down and brought to confusion. The people revolting against it. All right. People ain't going to just bow down. You're going to have people that's going to stand up and revolt. Even other Edomites. You see? Okay, people ain't gonna just go for that, man. So it's gonna be a difficult thing. That's why it says he shall be in straits. Straits meaning a path of difficulty. All right, people are catching on to his bullshit, man. He's being revealed through the mouth of the prophets, and people are watching us, man. Whether they adhere to the doctrine or not. You got devils watching our channels. You got so-called Christians watching our channels, and everybody heathen. So they're picking up on certain things, though they can't get the full truth. They understand certain things, man. They can definitely see that this man is the devil. And you see a lot of videos on TikTok, and all these other online platforms of people already condemning this shit. So it's going to be a big resistance against this NWO, man. All right, as well. So let's get that word for wicked right there, because we have to go into that word to understand this. So here we have that same verse pulled up in the Blue Letter Bible, right? A great tool to use to get the understanding of the scriptures, man, because the words that are written don't translate directly into the meaning that we have in these last days, man. All right. So let's go into it right here. Here's the word for wicked right here. All right, and it's Imal. That's how you really pronounce that in the Hebrew. It's Imal, and it says laborer, sufferer, wretched one, laborer, workman, sufferer. So there it is. It's talking about the working class, man. You see, you're gonna come up against the system, man. You're gonna have a lot of resistance against the beast system, and you're seeing it, right now in certain levels, man. People going against, the powers that be, man. And that's prophesied to happen, sedition amongst men. People going against the government, man, because they're fed up and tired. All right, they're seeing the fraud and the deceit being placed upon them, and now they're gonna rebel, man. So it's all right here, man. It's all here in the scriptures, man. Okay, so it's talking about the working class, man. Let's go back to that scripture. All right, so let's read it one more time. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So the working class is from the rebel. All right. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Now we must explain this right here, man. We'll end it with this one. This is talking about when Esau's getting ready to fulfill his desire, his new world order. Just when he thinks he's gonna, get things popped off and enslave the entire population. All right, the Lord gonna allow World War III to go nuclear. All right, something's gonna take place to where those nukes are launched right around the time when they're making that thing mandatory, man. The RFID microchip mandatory. All right, you see, so that's what we're looking out for, man. That's the fury of the Lord's wrath. Okay, right when you think he gonna, settle into his NWO, that's when the Lord gonna destroy his ass, man. By way of those nuclear missiles, he's gonna cause, these nations to launch their missiles, because the Lord controls the minds of the people on the earth, man. You see that? He's gonna put it in the minds of these heathen leaders to say, all right, that's enough, man. We're gonna go ahead and just do a preemptive strike on these motherfuckers, man. And they're gonna launch all them missiles, man, to destroy America, Babylon the Great, completely obliterate this place, and also to hit the state of Israel over there, to get those gutter rats out of our land. Hey, man, we got it all right here in the scriptures, man. I can go on and on, but the point has been made, man. All right, they want to get this new world order popped off. They have to do it before the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, and before YAHAWASHI returns, and before we're delivered, man. All right, before we're delivered in this last Exodus. You see? So get your mind right, get prepared, spiritually speaking, and get close into YAHAWASHI, man. Cleave unto the Lord, man. He's our only way of salvation, man. Ain't no way out of this except through YAHAWASHI. He's the way, the truth, and the life. So I'm ending right there. With that being said, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rachal Quadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bahashem Yahushai, the Kwam Yasharala, and the Bob Baal. Shalom to the elect.